think a lot of the issues with like membership in clubs is the exposure. So by them being able to see all these different clubs, especially in the courtyard or whenever they have free time.
Are you wondering what clubs you should join? Reporter Lizzie Milstead has information on the club's Get On Board Day.
Football played at Foley High School this last Friday, and I have a recap on the game, as well as a preview for tonight's game against Hoover.
Are you wanting to know interesting things about the faculty and staff? Reporter Ashley Ron has all the interesting facts about Miss Wayman and Miss Hamlin.
These stories plus more headlines are coming your way on today's THS TV.
We may be a month into the school year, but there is still a chance for you to get involved. Good morning, I'm Adeline Lee.
And I'm Gavin Gray, and this is THS TV.
Clubs around our school will be given the opportunity to recruit new members next week.
And reporter Lizzie Milstead has more information on where you should be to see clubs showcase what they do best.
If you're still wanting to get involved in school, it's not too late. Clubs around the school will be showcasing what they have to offer on September 11th through the 13th. Get On Board Day is a new event where clubs can let students join after showing off what they have to offer. Students can use this opportunity to discover what clubs we have around our school.
I think it's a great thing that'll help people get involved and show freshmen what clubs we have here.
Clubs will have tables lining the halls around the lunchroom and in the courtyard during 0 period and 4th period, September 11th, 12th, and 13th. Club members and sponsors are excited to use this event to gain new members to hopefully result in more activities.
I think a lot of the issues with like membership in clubs is the exposure. So by them being able to see all these different clubs, especially in the courtyard or whenever they have free time, it'll definitely increase chapter membership. In my junior year, when we did more like, I guess, exposing it, doing announcements, and then spreading it to the student body, that's when we like saw chapter increasement. And I think we got like 30 members last year. And out of those 30, about 20 were really active. So we thought that was a really great improvement.
If you want to get involved with the clubs around our school, be here during 0 period or 4th period next week. Reporting for THS TV on Get On Board Day, I'm Lizzie Milstead.
If you have any questions, you can visit Administrator Kirsten Westwood. The Alabaster City Council has voted during a recent meeting to get a fresh new coat of concrete for a pair of neighborhood roads. The councilman unanimously decided to pay the Wiregrass Construction Company to repave McKenna Way and Wembley Way within 30 days of the contract's approval. McKenna Way is in the Southfield Gardens neighborhood off of Alabama 119 and will be repaved in its entirety. Wembley Way is the Weatherly subdivision near the subdivision's pool and tennis club. The road will be repaved between Weatherly Club Drive and Traymore Lake Circle.
September is National Attendance Awareness Month, and on Tuesday, reporter Adeline Lee has more information on ways Thompson is raising awareness on encouraging kids to not miss school and to make sure you get to exempt your exams second semester.
The Eagles have blings on their fingers. Here's what's trending on Twitter. Hashtag Eagles is trending on Twitter with over 300,000 tweets after the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Atlanta Falcons game was delayed by 50 minutes. The Eagles finally took the field, defending their Super Bowl win for the first time in franchise history. The organization also finally revealed the open, quote, most coveted Super Bowl champions banner, quote, end quote, that fans have been waiting patiently at the top of Lincoln Field. Now let's take a look at other hot topics in today's national headlines.
A recent poll confirmed that Donald Trump currently has 36% of voters behind him for a re-election. 43% of the voters said that they would prefer to vote for someone other than Trump, and 17% said they would only consider re-electing our current president. USA Gymnastics CEO Carrie Perry has resigned from her position due to large amounts of criticism. On Tuesday, she stepped down after just 9 months in the position. Chair of the USA Gymnastics Board, Karen Gauls, released the news in a statement. Toyota is recalling more than 1 million of its hybrid vehicles worldwide over a potential fire risk. On Wednesday, it was announced that the recall includes the Prius, Prius plug-in hybrid, and the CHR SUV models.
So we play Hoover tonight, and it's a big game, and I'm excited to go see how we play against Hoover. Since last year we beat them in the regular season, and then fortunately we lost them in the playoffs, and I'm ready to see how we can respond.
Yeah, I'm so excited for tonight's game. We haven't had many games, but this is going to be the best game yet and possibly the best game of the season.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I get to be on the sidelines with the rest of the team, and I get to get that, first class view of the whole game. It's going to be really exciting to be able to go to my first Hoover varsity game.
Yeah.
I've got more in today's sports.
But first, we've got your needs to know and today's announcements.
We'll be right back with more THS TV.
Still to come on THS TV.
Miss college football games? We have you covered. More details are headed your way in today's sports.
Need to know what's going on around your school? Reporter Gracie Coker has all the details on how to get connected in today's news.
You're watching THS TV, Thompson High School's source for sports.
After a dominating win in Montgomery, the football team looked to continue their success on the road against Foley. To say that they continued their success would be an understatement. Foley was no match for the Warriors on that night, with the Warriors routing them 47-0. Alabama commit and quarterback Talia Tungavaloa threw a whole whopping 5 touchdowns and 254 yards, not to mention completing almost 70% of his passes with no interceptions. The Warriors spread out the scoring as well as J.B. Mitchell, Michael Petway, Shabert Bird, and JoJo Gators all scored touchdowns. Tonight, however, is a challenge like no other. The number 1 ranked Warriors take on number 2 ranked Hoover Buccaneers in a matchup that is sure to leave the state in a standstill. Make sure you get out to the Hoover Met to see a must-see game. Cross Country finally opened up their season last Thursday at their host meet, the Warrior 2 Mile. The girls finished 3rd out of 7 teams and were led by senior Mackenzie Hogue, who placed 2nd. On the boys' side, they finished 4th out of 7 teams and were led by dual threats junior Jace Jones and senior Brandon Lee. Jones finished 2nd and Lee 3rd. Their next meet will be this Saturday at the Chickasaw Trail starting at 8:50, with the boys starting first. College football started last Thursday, and here's how some of your favorite teams did. UAB played Friday and beat Savannah State 52-0. Auburn started off their season with a victory over Washington 21-16. Georgia shut out Austin Peay, winning 45-0. Alabama played Saturday night and showed why they are ranked number 1 as they beat Louisville 51-14. The weekend ended Sunday night as LSU upsets Miami 33-17. Tonight, the football team will be traveling to the Hoover Met to try and take a win against the Bucks. Reporter Ashley Ryan has all the details.
One of the biggest games of high school football is taking place tonight, the Thompson Warriors versus the Hoover Bucks. Last season, Thompson won the first game that Thompson and Hoover played, while Hoover won the second, which is leaving fans wondering who will win tonight.
This past season, Hoover beat Thompson in the second round of the state playoffs and ended up taking the overall win for the state championship. This was Thompson's only loss for the 2017 season, only adding to the players' desire to win tonight's game.
I think it's going to go pretty well. It's the biggest game on our schedule right now. I'm pretty excited for it. That's the last team. Well, that's the team we lost to in the playoffs, so I'm just looking forward to playing them again.
So far this season, Hoover has had 1 win against Pinson, along with 1 loss against St. John's, a school in Washington, D.C. Thompson has taken 2 wins so far versus James Clemens and Foley, beating both teams by over 30 points. Thompson fans are excited to see how tonight's game goes.
I think it'll be one of the best games. I think our boys are going to stay strong through it all, but I think it's going to be like a really exciting and nervous game.
Tonight's game is white out, so don't forget to wear your white attire to the Hoover Met at 7. And if you haven't yet purchased your ticket, visit gofan.com as tickets won't be sold at the door. Reporting for THS TV on the Hoover versus Thompson matchup, I'm Ashley Ryan.
From the high school gym to the college turf, we've got the details in today's national sports headlines.
Big but unsurprising decision this past Saturday. Tua Tagovailoa will now be the starting QB at the University of Alabama. Tagovailoa made quite an impression Saturday with 227 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, and will be starting again this Saturday. Colin Kaepernick has been involved in a very controversial ad made by Nike. Nike aired the ad with Colin Kaepernick's face on it with the phrase, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing anything" on it. This has enraged many people. Talon Orton has cerebral palsy and was bullied for it. Talon loves football, and when some Findlay High School football players surprised him with a chance to be on the sideline every home game, he was thrilled.
That's all for today's sports. Tune in on Tuesday for a football preview. Now back to Gavin with more news.
The Youth Leadership Development Program is a prestigious program across Alabama that awards scholarships to seniors after a school year's worth of hard work. The past year, 3 Thompson students received scholarships, 2 of which were full rides. This year, many Thompson students went through an application process to get in an attempt to get a spot in the program. Seniors who were awarded a spot include Fanny Emeterio, Jessica Telez, Lucy Trosper, Kaylee Johnson, Sammy Chatham, and Will Vickers. The sophomores who got a spot are Jalen Clayton and Bailey Cosby. For more information on YLDP, visit their website.
Students and teachers are heading to social media to stay connected, and reporter Gracie Coker has more on how you can get connected too.
Without warning announcements, students rely on social media to get the word out. Different clubs, organizations, and sports teams have gathered around and made social media platforms to allow students in on what's going on.
Right, so like in a world where, we live in now, where everything's digital, everything's out there, it's the source of instant communication, it kind of makes it easier for students to just kind of get in touch with, who they need to and get information that they need to quickly at their fingertips, it's just the quick and easiest way to get things done.
Alabaster Teen Council is in charge of Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Each one is student-run and gives out dates of the events they have around the school year, including the Back to School Bash and Teen Summer Movies. Alabaster City Schools also have a page on Facebook where they share all the information that parents and students need to know, like when the weather days approach or when picture day is. They also have a Twitter page that stays up to date with important information of dates and events as well. Different organizations in the school have their own social medias to get out information concerning their clubs. SGA relies most on Instagram, keeping students up to date on student information with also keeping others up to date on homecoming dress updates and themes they plan for the year. You can find them at thompson.sga. Although different sports have their own pages on social media, THS Athletics have you covered on all the sports around Thompson. Football, volleyball, baseball, cheer, and many more are covered on this athletic page, and more can be seen on their Twitter at athletics_THS. Want to know more about what is going around your school? Check out these pages to stay updated. Reporting live for THS TV on how to get connected with your school, I'm Gracie Coker.
So I think it's really great how we're starting to do packages and stuff on teachers and just spotlighting each teacher and what they do to help out Thompson in our community. I think it's really great, and I feel like it appreciates every teacher in Thompson.
Yeah, and you get to learn things that you might not have time to talk about in class, or if you don't have a teacher, you can just learn interesting things about them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. It's cool how we use the spotlights for different teachers for all the students that may not have had any idea, that a teacher did a certain thing or the way they run their classes. Pretty cool because they get to see that.
I totally agree. I've got more on entertainment.
But first, Blakely has your local forecast and today's weather.
We'll be right back.
Still to come on THS TV.
The Performing Arts Center will welcome one of its first major events in September. Find out more in today's entertainment.
If you have bad allergies or get sick during a weather change, I have many tips on how you can avoid getting sick so you can enjoy the fall in today's special segment.
This is THS TV, Thompson High School source for entertainment.
Hi, I'm Blakely Chanel, and this is your Warrior weather. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a high of 91 and a low of 71. And looking into the weekend, Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 91 and a low of 71. Sunday will be cloudy with nighttime thunderstorms and temperatures ranging from 71 to 89. On Monday, temperatures will be very hot with a high of 87 and a low of 70. And on Tuesday, there will be a high of 86 and a low of 70. With a 72% chance of humidity. That's all for today's Warrior weather. Now to Desmond with today's entertainment update.
This past week, we have been introducing the cast of Meteor Boy to you, and the reporter, Danny Milan, is introducing a few more members.
Last week, you met a few of the main characters from the Meteor Boy cast, and this week I'm bringing you to meet a few more. This week, you will meet George Shaw's parents, Fred Shaw, played by Rand Willis.
I really enjoy it because it gives me opportunities to, get closer to some of my friends because, it's a dad character, and I don't know, I feel like that's a really bringing together of a character.
And Vera Shaw, played by Cammie Madden.
I feel very excited to play her. She is a very funny character, and I think that her and her husband, Mr. Shaw, are very funny together. And I'm excited to play Meteor Boy's mom.
Dolls are considered a little abnormal, with Fred being a hothead and thinking everyone is out to get him, and Vera being soft-spoken and oblivious. The show will take place from October 18th to October 20th. Tune in next Tuesday to meet more members of the cast. Reporting for THS TV on students participating in Meteor Boy, I'm Danny Milan.
You may spend a lot of time with your teachers, but not know very much about them. Reporter Ashley Ryan will spotlight one teacher in the foreign language department and include some facts you may not know.
During the school year, you spend 5 days a week with your teachers, but how much do you know about what they do beyond the classroom? I'm reporter Ashley Ryan, beginning THS TV's new series, Teacher Feature, where I fill you in on what teachers are doing when they're not lesson planning. Mrs. Wegman is a teacher at our school who teaches Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. She went to Shelby County High School and then the University of North Alabama, where she was a majorette. Much like most high schoolers, she enjoys naps and Netflix. Her favorite type of music is rap, and she loves pasta. Her favorite subject in school was always Spanish, and she's always known she wanted to be a teacher.
I had a passion for Spanish, and when I was in college, my first couple of years, I didn't know how I wanted to use my passion, but there was just no denying that I loved being able to connect with people, and I felt that the best way to do that was to become a teacher.
Which teacher would you like to see next? Tweet us your thoughts at THS News TV for a chance to be featured on an upcoming show. Reporting for THS TV on Miss Wayman's Teacher Feature, I'm Ashley Ryan.
The brand new Performing Arts Center will be holding an Alabama Symphony Orchestra concert mid-September. Guests will be able to attend on Tuesday, September 18th at 7 p.m. Before the concert begins, you will be able to arrive at 6 p.m. to listen to the THS Jazz Band and Magicals Choir perform. You will also get to walk around the art classrooms to see the student creations. Tickets are now available in the Performing Arts Center box office between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. on weekdays. Although the tickets are free, the seating is limited, so you must show up with a ticket in hand. This is the first of many events that will be held in the new facility to bring community members together. Music, movies, and more, we've got the latest gossip in today's Celebrity News.
After about a week in rehab, Lovato flew to Chicago to meet a therapist who focused on mental health and sobriety. A source told News her hospitalization that a major reason she was going to rehab was because she wants to make a statement to her fans, family, and friends that she is strong and can recover. The PCAs aired this Sunday, November 11th, on E! The biggest award is the movie of 2018, and here are the nominees: Black Panther, Avengers, Incredibles 2, Deadpool 2, Solo, 50 Shades Fred, Ready Player One, A Quiet Place, and Jurassic World. Getting away from the paparazzi has been a godsend for Gomez, who is hard at work on her long-delayed album. I feel the best I've ever felt. I'm exactly where I am, and I'm so happy to be in this place, she says. It's a lot of self-discovery from 20 to 26.
That's all for today's entertainment. Tune in on Tuesday for another edition to meet the Media Boy cast. Now let's toss it to Simon with today's Health Corner.
The fall season is upon us, and with it comes seasonal checkups. If you're not wanting to spend a week cooped up inside all day with a fever, fatigue, or aches, you might want to look into getting a flu shot. Hydrate with tons of water throughout the day and watch the foods you eat to steer clear of a cold. Also, you might want to spend some time outdoors and get active from time to time to keep your body moving and in shape. With fall also comes football season, and on game days, try and eat healthy foods and steer clear of the junk foods. That's all for today's Health Corner. Tune in every Friday for more health tips. Now back to Adeline with more news.
Are you a competitive, intelligent, and dedicated student? Then the brand new debate team might be the extracurricular activity for you. Tryouts for the debate team will be held in Mr. Smith's room A114, on Tuesday, September 18th. Immediately after school, those interested must go to room A114 in advance to sign up for tryouts and receive an information letter. If you are unsure whether or not this club is for you, see Mr. Smith to find out more details about the debate team.
So the debate team tryouts are coming up soon, and I really like going and seeing the debate team, how they compete and how they really get into it, and I hope we get a good amount of people on the team this year.
And I think it's great that we're getting more and more clubs for other people to join in. Like if they don't think this one club's right for them, then they have other clubs that they could join and be good for them.
That's really good.
We've got you up to date on news around our school.
Now Blakely has you covered with today's bus stop forecast. Blakely?
If you're heading to the football game against Hoover tonight, it will be mostly clear skies at 70 degrees at kickoff. Around halftime, it will still be 70 degrees, but we'll also have a 64% humidity so be prepared. The weather looks great for the third game of the season. That's all for today's Friday night forecast. Now back to you guys.
Tonight's the football game at Hoover, and I'm super excited because this is the biggest game of the season since last year we beat them during regular season, and during playoffs we lost. So just kind of to see how this game's going to be.
Yeah, we've lost a good amount of players from last year to this year, and last year's game, regular season, was intense, and we pulled out the win. So we've lost a couple players, but even though we have, I feel like we're still really good this year and that we have a chance to beat them.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing how we're going to play. I know we got 2 wins on our belt, 2 big wins, but you know, it's going to be a different atmosphere tonight, and it's going to be a big game, and a lot of people are going to be there, so I'm ready. I'm excited to see what our Thompson football team can do.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to get out there, and hopefully it'll just be a repeat of last year. We'll go beat them again, and if we go to the playoffs this year, hopefully we'll beat them again in the playoffs, and we'll be state champions this year. So
that's all for today's news.
Tune in on Tuesday for a football recap.
And follow us on Twitter for updates on events happening at THS this week.
Have a great day.